Okay, so it looks like we're all set to dive into this CPQ thing,
Hmm.
specifically Oracle's solution, I guess.
Yeah.
Looks like we got a whole mountain of information here.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Slick marketing materials to,
Mm,
oh wow, even a virtual tour.
really?
Yeah.
That could
So
tell.
let's see what Oracle CTQ is all about,
Right.
and why it just might be our new secret weapon.
So what we're really looking at is software designed to make selling easier,
Okay.
especially for businesses with those complex products or services.
Yeah.
Like CPQ stands for configure,
Right.
price, quote.
Gotcha.
It's like a super efficient assistant helping you navigate the entire sales process,
Mm.
from the initial hello to sealing the deal
Okay.
and even managing the contracts afterwards.
So it seems like the Oracle is really aiming to make things smooth and painless for these sales teams.
Yeah.
Imagine going from a customer inquiry to a polished quote
Yeah.
in just a few clicks.
A few clicks.
That's what they're calling it, right? Right. One-click quoting.
In-click quoting. Yep.
And from what I'm seeing, it really leans into automation.
Yeah, what's really captivating about that one-click quoting is that it's not just about speed.
Right.
It's about eliminating errors and freeing up your sales team's time.
Makes sense.
Think about all those tedious tasks,
Uh-huh.
calculations,
Mhm.
product configurations,
Yeah.
proposal generation.
Right.
Oracle CPQ takes all that heavy lifting off their shoulders,
Oh, wow.
letting them focus more on building those relationships and closing those deals.
So it's like having a tireless robot assistant working behind the scenes,
Behind the scenes.
making sure every quote is accurate,
Accurate sound.
consistent, and looks professionally polished.
Polished, yeah.
That's got to be a huge relief for any sales team, I would imagine.
Absolutely.
Right.
And this focus on automation is just the tip of the iceberg.
Okay.
Oracle CPQ also incorporates something called guided selling.
Guided selling.
Think of it as like a GPS for your sales process.
Oh.
It helps reps ask the right questions
Okay.
to uncover those customer needs,
Uh-huh.
suggest the best products to recommend,
Gotcha.
and even adjust pricing in real time
Wow.
based on various factors.
So it's not just about speeding things up.
Right.
It's about making sure your sales reps are on the right track
On the right track.
every step of the way.
Every step.
It's like having a seasoned sales expert whispering in their ear,
Yeah.
giving them the knowledge and confidence to close more deals.
Close more deals. That's right.
That's cool.
Exactly. And one of the things that really impressed me
Yeah.
is how Oracle CPQ allows you to manage different pricing scenarios.
Okay.
They talk about multiple price books, which is a fancy way of saying
Right.
you can tailor your pricing based on different customer segments,
Huh.
regions, or even time of year.
Interesting.
Then you've got things like discretionary discounting,
Oh.
giving your sales reps that flexibility to adjust prices within certain limits
Okay.
based on the specific needs of a deal.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
In the real world,
Right.
pricing isn't always so black and white.
Right.
You need that flexibility to adapt to different situations
For sure.
and negotiate effectively.
Absolutely.
But here's where it gets even more fascinating,
Okay.
the integration aspect.
Right.
You flagged a ton of material on how Oracle CPQ connects seamlessly with other systems,
Yeah.
like CRM and ERP.
This is where the real magic happens.
Okay.
Seamless integration means that data flows freely between different departments,
Uh-huh.
breaking down those information silos that can plague businesses.
Yeah.
Imagine your sales team having real-time access to inventory levels
Okay.
from your ERP system.
Right.
So they're never promising a product that's out of stock.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or picture them pulling up customer history from your CRM
Yeah.
directly within the CPQ platform,
Wow.
giving them valuable insights to personalize their approach.
So it's like having all your vital business systems talking to each other, working in perfect harmony
Working in harmony, yeah.
to create a unified,
Unified,
efficient operation.
efficient operation, exactly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's impressive.
Yeah, it is impressive.
It is.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's about creating a single source of truth for all your business data,
Right.
which can be a game changer, for decision-making
Oh, yeah.
and efficiency.
For sure. For sure.
Now let's switch gears for a moment.
Okay.
Think about you, the listener,
Mm-hmm.
how you learn best.
Right.
If you're someone who likes to dive in,
Yeah.
get hands-on,
Huh?
Oracle CPQ seems to have you covered.
Their virtual tour really highlights this do-it-yourself approach.
Yeah.
They've got these online configuration tools
Oh, cool.
that let you play around with different product options
Okay.
and see how they affect pricing.
Gotcha.
in real time.
Real
Yeah,
time.
there are guided selling pathways that
Okay.
walk you through different sales scenarios
Yeah.
and help you understand the logic behind the recommendations.
And for those who like to have all the information at their fingertips,
Okay.
Oracle CPQ provides comprehensive documentation,
Right.
visual dashboards
Yeah.
that give you a clear overview of key metrics
Okay.
and even customer self-service portals
Wow.
that empower buyers to configure their own solutions and get instant quotes.
It sounds like they're putting a lot of emphasis on making the system user-friendly
Yeah.
and intuitive,
Mhm.
regardless of your technical expertise.
Absolutely.
But let's get down to brass tacks here.
Yep.
One of the stats that really jumped out at me from the material
Yeah.
was that companies using CPQ are seeing deals that are 105% larger
Wow.
on average.
105%.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty eye-popping number, wouldn't you say?
that's pretty impressive.
Huh?
Certainly makes you think.
Yeah, it does.
While we always have to be cautious
Bleh.
about taking marketing claims at face value,
Right.
it does raise some interesting questions.
Yeah.
For sure. Is it the CPQ itself that's driving these larger deals, or is it something else?
Yeah.
Are companies that invest in CPQ
Yeah.
simply more sales-focused to begin with?
It's a bit of a chicken and egg scenario, isn't it?
Yeah.
But even if we take that stat with a grain of salt,
Right.
it does suggest that there's significant potential for revenue uplift
Absolutely.
when you implement CPQ effectively.
And it's important to remember
Yeah.
that CPQ is more than just about closing bigger deals.
Okay.
It's about improving the entire sales process from start to finish.
Makes sense.
Now, one thing that struck me
Yeah.
as we were going through these materials
So,
was the sheer breadth of functionality
okay.
that Oracle CPQ offers.
Right.
We've talked about automation,
Mm.
guided selling, and
Right.
integration,
Right.
but there's so much more.
They've got features for subscription ordering,
Wow.
contract management,
Okay.
even document design. Yeah, it's like they've thought of everything.
Huh.
A sales team might need to manage the entire quote-to-cash process,
Right.
all within a single platform.
It's quite comprehensive.
Yeah.
And that's both a strength
Uh.
and a potential challenge.
Okay.
With so many features
Right.
comes complexity.
I see.
How easy is it for a new user
All right.
to get up to speed with Oracle CPQ?
Yeah.
How steep is that learning curve?
Those are great questions.
Yeah.
I mean, having all the bells and whistles is great, but if it takes forever to figure out how to use them,
Right.
it kind of defeats the purpose, right?
Exactly.
It would be interesting to hear from actual users
Yeah.
about their experience with the system,
For sure.
both the good and the bad.
Absolutely. User feedback is invaluable
Right.
when evaluating any software solution.
For sure.
And speaking of real-world experiences, let's shift our focus to the implementation process.
Okay.
Rolling out a system like Oracle CPQ is no small feat. It's not just about buying the software and flipping a switch.
Right.
It requires careful planning, preparation,
yeah.
and ongoing support.
It's like building a house.
Yeah.
You need a solid foundation, a clear blueprint,
For sure.
and a skilled team of contractors
Yeah.
to make sure everything comes together as planned.
So what are some of the key considerations
Right.
for businesses that are thinking about taking the plunge with Oracle CPQ?
Well, one of the first things to consider
Yeah.
is your existing IT infrastructure.
Okay.
Does Oracle CPQ play nicely with your current CRM and ERP systems?
Right.
If not, you might need to invest in additional integration tools
Yeah.
or make some adjustments to your existing setup.
From what I'm seeing in the materials,
Yeah.
Oracle does offer a variety of integration options,
Uh-huh.
but it's definitely something you'll want to carefully evaluate
Great.
to ensure a smooth transition
Yeah,
and avoid any nasty surprises down the road.
for sure.
Precisely. And beyond the technical aspects,
Yeah.
you also need to think about the human element.
Right, right.
How will your sales team adapt to using a new system?
Yeah.
Will they embrace it with open arms, or will there be resistance to change?
Change management is so crucial, isn't it?
It is.
You can have the most amazing technology in the world, but if your team isn't on board,
Right.
it's going to be an uphill battle.
Exactly.
Right.
You need to involve your sales team early on in the process.
Okay.
Get their input,
Mm.
address their concerns,
Yeah.
provide them with the training and support they need to succeed.
I see.
And that brings us to another critical factor,
Okay.
ongoing support.
Right.
What kind of support does Oracle provide
Yeah.
during and after implementation?
Good question.
Do they offer ongoing training and consultation?
Right?
Do they have a responsive customer service team that
Yeah.
can help you troubleshoot any issues that
It's
arise?
like buying a car.
Yeah,
You don't just look at the features and the price tag. You also want to know about the warranty,
Right.
the service plan,
For sure.
and the reputation of the dealership. It's
Absolutely.
the same with software.
Yeah.
You need to make sure you're getting the support you need
Mhm.
to make the implementation a success.
Well said.
Right.
And speaking of success,
Okay.
it's important to think about how you'll measure
Yeah.
the return on investment for implementing Oracle CPQ.
Right.
What metrics will you track?
Mm-hmm.
How will you determine whether the investment is paying off?
You need to have a clear plan in place
Yeah.
to track your progress
Uh-huh.
and measure the impact. Right.
Absolutely.
It's not just about hoping for the best.
right.
It's about being strategic and data-driven.
Absolutely. And that plan should align with your overall business goals.
Okay.
What are you hoping to achieve by implementing CPQ?
Right.
Increased revenue,
Yeah.
shorter sales cycles,
Uh-huh.
improved customer satisfaction. Once you have a clear understanding of your goals,
Yeah.
you can define the metrics that will help you track your progress.
And this is where data analysis comes in.
Right.
Oracle CPQ offers a range of reporting and analytics tools
Uh-huh.
that can give you insights into how the system is being used
Okay.
and what impact it's having on your business.
It's all about using data to drive better decisions.
Right.
And that's one of the key advantages of a modern cloud-based CPQ solution like Oracle's.
Okay.
It gives you access to a wealth of data
Right.
that you can use to fine-tune your sales processes
Yeah.
and improve your bottom line.
It sounds like Oracle CPQ has a lot to offer, but, it's not the only game in town,
Right.
right?
You're absolutely right.
There are other CPQ solutions out there,
Yeah.
each with their own strengths and quirks, I guess.
Salesforce CPQ,
Okay.
SAP CPQ,
Mm-hmm.
Configure One are just a few examples.
Right.
They all play in the same sandbox.
Yeah.
But each one has a slightly different approach and focus.
It's like choosing a car,
Right.
You've got your sporty models, your luxury sedans, your rugged off-roaders.
Yep.
They all get you from point A to point B,
Yeah.
but the experience and the features are going to vary.
Exactly. And that's why it's so important to do your homework
Right.
before making a decision.
Yeah.
You need to look beyond the marketing hype
Okay.
and really understand what each solution brings to the table.
Yeah.
How do they handle complex product configurations?
Right.
What kind of integrations do they offer? What's the user experience like?
It's about finding the best fit for your specific needs and your budget right.
Exactly.
You don't want to end up with a Ferrari when all you need is a reliable pickup truck.
And one thing that could be really helpful in this evaluation process is talking to other businesses
Oh, okay.
that are already using CPQ.
Yeah, that's smart.
What do they like about their chosen solution? What are the pain points?
Real-world feedback is invaluable.
It is.
It's like getting a recommendation from a friend who's already been there and done that.
Exactly.
Now, another thing to keep in mind as you're exploring your options is that the CPQ market itself is
Yeah.
constantly evolving.
This isn't a static field.
Yeah.
New technologies are emerging all the time.
Okay.
Things like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and advanced analytics are changing the game.
So as you're evaluating Oracle CPQ or any other solution for that matter, it's important to think about not just where the market is today,
Right.
but where it's headed.
Yeah. Where's it going?
Will the solution you choose be able to keep up with those advancements?
You want to make sure you're investing in a platform that's future-proof,
Right.
one that will continue to innovate and adapt as the market evolves.
It's about making a strategic decision that will benefit your business for years to come.
Absolutely.
So to wrap up this deep dive into Oracle CPQ,
Okay.
let's leave you with a final thought.
CPQ is more than just a piece of software.
Okay.
It's a strategic tool that can transform the way you sell.
Right.
It's about empowering your sales teams, streamlining your operations,
Yeah.
and ultimately driving revenue growth.
But it's also about making sure that technology serves your business goals and not the other way around.
Exactly.
So as you embark on your CPQ journey,
Right.
remember to keep the big picture in mind and focus on what truly matters.
What's that?
Your customers, your team, and your bottom line.
Couldn't have said it better myself.